In this training video, we'll continue to explore the Map Features Wikipedia site. Please go to the URL at the top of the page to open up the Wikipedia Map Features site. In the previous video, we had a quick whistle-stop tour through the Map Features site. In this video, we're going to have a more closer look at it. So once you're on the site, you can scroll through it. It's on a single page. It's a very big site, as you can see. The first part of it has this table of contents, which you can use to jump to different parts of the site. We're going to look at the natural vegetation site again, like we looked at in the previous video. So you can click on natural, and that will jump down to the natural categories, which is category 17. In the previous video, we looked at grassland, and we looked at how we can click on grassland to give us more information about what the grassland type is, and the different types of tags, the required tags, and the optional tags. And we looked at grassland as an optional tag, and we looked at the different types of grassland that we can add in. What we're going to look at in this video, actually, is we're going to look at trees, because we're going to use trees as an example in a Kobo survey, which is another video. So if you scroll down, we find that a single tree is a feature you can add to OpenStreetMap. If you click on tree, it'll give you the different types of tags you can associate with a tree. And there's lots of them. So here's the sort of tags here. So the required tag is just that it's natural category and it's tree. We have these optional tags here. There's a whole series of optional tags. Some refer to the leaf type. Some refer to the scientific name and the species, if you know that. Others refer to things such as the height of it or the circumference of it and the leaf cycle. So if you look at the leaf cycle, first of all, click on it. The leaf cycle basically tells you what type of leaves the tree has. In particular, is it deciduous or evergreen? Again, it gives you a summary, a little picture. And here it gives you the different types of tags or categories you can classify your tree in terms of its leaf cycle. Was it evergreen? And if you want to know what evergreen is, it'll give you an example of evergreen here. Coniferous forest and eucalyptus forests. Is it deciduous? Again, it gives you examples of deciduous trees. And if you don't know, you can go to a Wikipedia page. Then there's things like semi-evergreen, semi-deciduous, and mixed. Now, we're going to be using these categories here in a Kobo survey, a survey of trees. So it's very important to look at the OpenStreetMap page, because it will give you inspiration of what the sort of questions and answers you can use in your surveys. And it's very important, as much as possible, when you create a Kobo survey, that you use questions and tags that are used in OpenStreetMap. That way, the data you collect in a Kobo survey can eventually be uploaded onto the OpenStreetMap database. So another video about Kobo surveys will be referring to these tags here. We'll also be looking at, in the Kobo survey, leaf type as another question. So we'll be asking what type of tree you've got in terms of its leaf type. Is it broadleaf, needleleaf, or mixed? And again, we'll be using these categories in the Kobo survey. So therefore, our data we collect is compatible with OpenStreetMap. And again, it gives you these really nice photographs of, different types of leaf types if you're not sure. Again, it's always worth exploring the map features page before you do any editing work or survey work. We're also going to be estimating the circumference of the trees in the survey. And here it gives you a tool about how you can actually do that in a survey. So again, the Wikipedia page is very useful to actually understand how you can do surveys. Other training videos, you'll be digitizing different types of buildings. So it's worth looking at the building categories in the Wikipedia page before you actually start digitizing different types of buildings. And the buildings we look at in the videos are things like detached houses, which is here. And it gives you an example of what detached houses and the different tags you can use. Semi-detached houses and terraces. In terms of terraces, it's worth looking at this page before you start digitizing terraces. It gives you a summary of how you should do this. So the fact that you should digitize each terrace house separately. And in terms of the tags, you have two tags. One is building equals house and the other house equals terrace. The OpenStreetMap editing tool will automatically populate those tags for you. If you want to look for a particular category or a particular tag, a useful way of doing it is using the Find button in the web browser. So if you press Control F, you should be able to bring up Find button, and then you can type in a particular tag. It might be the quicker way of doing it that way. So for instance, in the training video about roads and paths, I add an additional tag about lighting on a path. And you can find the tag by this if you type in street lighting. And the tag is lit. If you click on lit, it will give you all the possible values that you can use for street lighting. In the actual video, I just used yes as the sort of basic response. And yes assumes that the lights come on automatically at night, which is what they did in my exam for the path in my example. Thank you for watching this training video. Please watch the other How to Map videos in the series.